Yeah.
Another day, another vlog. I am excited about today, and the stress is giving me admin, guys. I constantly have to pull my dress up. But anyway, today I am going to Woodmead. It is 8:30. I am going to Woodmead to buy the bottles. You know, the 24-pack bottles. I already called them. They said they are in Woodmead. So I'm just gonna go there and buy those bottles. I also want to buy things to decorate my house somewhere. Let me just show you. Maybe I should just show you guys. This pathway is empty. I am going to buy something that will start decorating, put some things so that it can be nice. So I am going to Woodmead. I'm excited about that. And then I'll continue chopping tomatoes, because remember the mission is to can tomatoes, beetroot, and maybe chakalaka as well. But then I'll see how it goes. I see how far I get. Sally's not here today. I told her to stay at home because we don't have much work. But I think tomorrow she'll start coming. I want her to focus on editing so that I can focus on recording, and then she can just do editing. So I'm looking forward to today. I'm also going to tell you a story of this girl. You know, when growing up, you want to go to multiracial. You wish your parents can pay money for you to go to Matron High or for you to go to Centurion High. But then my parents couldn't afford that. But this specific girl, her parents went all out, and they weren't even like educated, but they went all out just for her to go to this school. So guys, I am going to share more about that while driving to Woodmead. So this is our vlog for today. So yeah, let's just continue cleaning the house, then I'll go to Woodmead, and then I'll come back and maybe sterilize my bottles. And then tomorrow we will start with canning. So I'll continue chopping. You know, the chopping part is too much. We grated few, but then we need to continue chopping. So yeah, guys, join me in today's vlog. We are going to vlog every day until end of the month. All right, guys, let's just. So I just drove past Blue Hills, and I thought of this girl who I grew up with, and her parents took her to Blue Hills High School. And you know, when growing up, we always wanted to go to these schools, like at least Midrand High School or Blue Hills High School, and also Kempton Park what's the name of that high school in Kempton Park? The one with blue uniform. I wished my parents can pay for me to go there. And yo guys, this girl, her parents worked, but they didn't have like careers or maybe working in a corporate environment. They were working at a firm and working hard, you know, saving and taking this girl. I'm sure they were struggling because even the house that they lived in, it wasn't like, you know, the fancy house. It was just a room and then umkuku there, and they took their money to take this girl to Blue Hills High. And then I'm like, yo, that's far. Then I didn't know, but now that I'm staying around this area, I'm like looking, thinking, yo, this was far. And this girl went first year, I think grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, somewhere there. This girl stopped going to school. Like, I don't know if she ended up going to Midrand, Boulders, the mall there. I don't know what happened, but then she stopped going to school and she didn't go to school. And yeah, I'm just thinking about the money that those parents spent. And I don't think she was that type that liked boys, or maybe would like go to boyfriends. I don't think it's that, or maybe it was the distance, it was too much for her, but she just didn't finish school. And then I think around grade 8 or grade 10, she stopped. And even right now she's struggling, guys. She's struggling with kids. Her parents, the mother died and she's left with her father, and they're staying in the same house, and guys, things are not looking well. So I'm just thinking, back then we were like worried, crying, thinking, I wish my parents can take me to Midrand High School, or you know, something, Irene High School, you know. But then they couldn't afford to take me there. And I'm grateful, God keeps us, even though we go to Elokshini, to these schools, which sometimes the teachers come, sometimes they don't come. You pass nje because you commit. Teachers don't really put so much effort. Some primary schools, high schools, like your Ivory Park High School, some high schools, teachers will put effort, but then in some of these schools they don't. Even in high school, even in these multiracial or private schools, yes, there maybe there will be like a schedule, teachers will focus, but then it all depends with the person whether they commit and go to school or not commit. So yeah, guys, I'm just thinking about this girl with so much money it went to waste. Her parents could have built their house at least, but then they didn't, because they were taking her to that school for 3 years and she wasted money. So yeah, guys, life is hard. Like, I'm thinking about those kids who grew up in their families where they were treated bad, like, or maybe they didn't belong to that family, or maybe they were adopted, or maybe they are the aunts who died. Guys, those kids sometimes suffer, but then at the end of the day, those are the ones most of the time who tend to do well, especially if some were shown favor and some didn't grow up well. But then those are the kids who usually do well. So guys, I'm just reminded of that story, and I'm also reminded of another one where this girl, her parents as well, took her to Midrand High School, and that one, she just loved boys. Even now, she's old, she has 2 kids, but then she just loves boys. So that one stopped going to school and decided to go stay with this guy. She didn't finish as well. That one, she didn't even finish, I think, grade 8. She just stopped and started staying with this guy, and this guy used to fetch her from school. You know, those girls who would be fetched with cars, nice cars, and then that one, yeah, it stopped. And now she's struggling. Guys, I know it's easy to want this life, to want someone's life, but you do not know whether they appreciate the parents saving, or they appreciate the opportunity of going to these schools. These kids, they speak well, they do speak well, like their English is good. Some of us, I'm still struggling now with English, and some people say I even talk fast. I'm working on it, but then it is a life that we do not give up. We keep pushing, because God has given us different lives for a reason and for a specific purpose.
Taking everything out of the car. This wind is going to kill us.
I need to sterilize my boy with the dishwasher. today's video. The dishwasher started, and then I'll continue with the chopping, and then part 2 of this video is where I actually do the canning of beetroot, tomato and onion, and also my chakalaka. I think I want Sally to be here so that we can do it together and she can help me. So I am now going to record, guys. So as you see, I changed, and usually I just change the top part and then wear whatever I want to wear. And then yeah, basically this is what I do. I sit here. I did set up my camera so that this view can be nice, and then I also have to open the windows, the blinds, yes, for the lighting to come inside, and for me not to worry about the lights. And yeah, so I'm just going to record that video. Yesterday I had a moment where I was just fearing about my future. I mean, not having the salary, worried that, okay, what happens when now I can't even generate even 100 rand? What's going to happen? I might continue to go ask my husband, and even though I know he will help me, I know I shouldn't even be thinking about that, but then there is this constant fear that comes, and I think it's coming from the devil. So I just feel led by the Holy Spirit to record this video and talk about the fears that I have and how I overcome that. Just like depression, guys, I overcome things with the word. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow we will continue, and yeah, and continue with the canning of my tomatoes and all the things that I want to bottle. I hope you are having a lovely day. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys.